Hey, John here again. So, got this loft bedroom up here that gets kind of hot in the summertime. There is central air, but this is like the third level that where from the furnace, so it's kind of gets a little warm up here. So I bought a rollaway, one of those rollaway air conditions, but the only window is a skylight here, and it's just not going to work for that. So we're going to figure out something where we can vent this. And behind this wall here is a garage. Well, actually, the top of the peak of the garage is right around here. The outdoors is behind this wall, but I want to vent it through this wall. See if we can do that. So I'm going to move some of this stuff out of here. Let me show you what this air conditioner looks like. I just got it stuffed in here. So there's a light behind the missus' clothes here somewhere in there. That fella there, I don't know if you can see it, I'll roll it out, but it's got a big hose to it. You know, I'll show it to you in a second, but we got to find out, we got to blow a hole in here somewhere, but I want it so it's hidden and also presentable, because in the winter time we're obviously going to roll it back away. I don't want this big gaping hole, and we got to figure that out. So that's what I'm doing today. Alright, so it's a little dusty in there, but this is the unit, and you just plug it into a wall, right, and you vent it with this hose through a window, but we don't have a window, so we're gonna have to. And all these walls are slanted, so it's gonna be a little bit of a challenge. But the only flat wall I got in this loft area is, like I said, this wall here, and half of this is exterior, and the other half is in the garage. Let me go in there and show you what I'm talking about on the other side. So that tall peak is, like I said, the loft area, and half that wall up to wherever is exterior, and then of course inside the garage here there's half of that. So we got to figure out where. I'd rather vent it in here rather than have a hole on the outside of the house looking all ugly. So up in here, this area up in here is where I want to vent it out. I don't know where we're going to come out yet. I don't know where the baseboard is. I'm figuring somewhere. Well, we just got to start attacking and find out where this is going to come out. It's probably up there more, and then I'm just going to have whatever I decide for a vent. Literally, I can just vent it here into the garage, because there is a vent, as you can see up there on the gable end. You know, so, and this is not insulated. Well, it's half insulated, but it's not insulated, so we can just vent it in the garage, and the air will escape. And I think there's along the eaves some ductwork that also escapes. Or I could just run a whatever ducting all the way over to there, or to the we'll figure it out when we get there. But let's go figure out where the heck this hole's going to come through. So I got this dresser just moved out of the way. So I'm thinking removing a piece of this, or this whole baseboard, right? And then just because this is 4.5 inches wide, this vent here, and I think we could just cut out a section, right? Save the piece of wood, and do our thing through the wall. And this will be behind the dresser, or behind, or over to the side. I don't know where it's going to be yet, but because I see there's some electric there, so we're going to kind of be careful. But then in the winter, when we don't use this, we can replace this board, so nobody's the wiser, right? So I'm thinking that's the plan. Just got to figure out where the best place for this unit is. Maybe over there where that's just some kind of filter she's got. Yeah, I'm thinking of something like that. It's on, but it's not being vented. I just got it. So I think it'll work something like that. I can move it a little closer here. I can hide the hose of this. And vent it through that baseboard. I think we got enough room here. Alright, we got the baseboard removed, so I'm just going to drill a hole through, where the baseboard is, to find out, because I could drill multiple holes. First I got to find a stud. I think there's a stud there where that crack is. We'll just measure 16 over so we don't hit any studs, and just drill right through there, see where it comes out in the garage. Then we can jockey it back and forth wherever, because this dresser is basically from here to about there. So we've got plenty of room to work with, find out where we're going to come out. Most the place I think the most right I want to be, because this is the electrical outlet. You know, the machine's going to be right around here, and the vent, I'm thinking we can go right here, because this should be hidden. Let's see. I know this outlet is about where that, so this is a little dresser here, so we're talking 55 inches. That's about where that is. 55 inches. So I want to do it right around here, because I want it hidden under the dresser. So let's try it right here. My stud finder is crap, so it looks like the studs are here and here. So let's go right in the middle. See where the sucker comes out. Whoop. Okay, it's right there. It is coming down a slope. I don't know if you can see that poking through. I just missed that that stud there. So that's where it came out. I think we're good to go right there. Alright, so that was my initial hole there. I moved it over here to miss that stud on the other side of the wall there in the garage. And this is a stud here and a stud here. So we're good to go. I'm going to make that hole right there. Yeah, so I just unscrewed this from the hose. It's just got these little things there. And I think we're just going to have just enough room. So I'm thinking try it to be this way. So we got up to here. Right? So I just traced out the the pattern there. The sheetrock doesn't matter. Where this is going to plug into the wood, it's recessed. This has to be exact. I'll figure that out. But we're just going to go ahead and cut this out, because all this is hidden. If we make a mistake, right, I'm going to go just a little bit below this line. Alright, got that piece cut out. I'm making a little mess here. Get some insulation. Should cut. We got a cavity now, right? And this, like I said, will be on the board itself, the baseboard. So everything will be hidden. This will be plugged into the baseboard. And I'll figure out what to do there. So I guess we can just get a drill bit and drill holes in each corner and go on the other side and cut that section out on the inside of the garage, right? So halfway up this V here, we got I can see the 4 holes popping up, but the beam's a little bit in the way, so we're going to have to, I'm just going to take a jigsaw, I'll draw some lines, take a jigsaw and get that square hole that we have on the inside to look like the outside. So I went to Homer's place and picked up a few things. This is a one of those, the vent pops out when the air blows, a little piece of the sheet metal. I think this is you make a round tube out of it, but I just need the metal, because this square is or rectangle is obviously too thin and too narrow this way, too wide that way. So, but I do like this faceplate here, or this mechanism here, right? So we're probably just going to take this piece off the trunk, obviously save that piece, build our own trunk, and just screw it right to the wall. So we got our lines drawn out for for the holes. I had to remove that board, this board here, for the truss. So something like that. So we're just going to do four pieces of sheet metal, like a U-bend, you'll see, and then we'll just screw it on the outside, and we'll take that vent plate and put it over there, and well, you'll see as it goes. Alright, so basically I want to, like I said, I want to use this piece here, just this vent on the outside of the wall, and that's just going to get, whatever, screwed onto the wall. But I need a box like this with ears, so this box will fit into the hole, if you get what I'm saying, right? probably going to rivet it, but anyways, this whole thing gets shoved in the wall like this, and these get bent up afterwards, right? So this is the front, what it would look like. This is going to sit flush on the floor. Shove it in a hole, bend it on the outside, and if we need to, we'll put a, we don't really need to do anything because the molding is going to go across here. It's going to have a circle here. It's going to cover all this. So it really can't go anywhere. It'll be pinched in there. So we don't even have to mount this really. And these will be bent up. If you want to tack it to the wall on the outside of the garage there, you know where the wood is. Alright, so that worked out pretty good. So I did secure the two halves with just a couple of sheet metal screws, soft tappers. Slid it in there, reached in there, and bent the tabs on the other side. We'll go take a look in a second. And I just have to put that hood, you know, that flapper on the other side, and we'll call this part done. Alright, so it's just the tabs are bent out just by hand from the inside. I gotta get up there and make them flush to the wall. But this piece here, this flapper, I ended up taking off, you know, the other piece and just bend them tabs over. So that's just gonna fit right over that. Hopefully it covers it. Otherwise, I might have to add a little piece of. Well, let's just go up there and see. See if I can fall off this ladder with the camera. Yeah, I gotta bend these over just a little bit. Actually, this will probably do the trick. Alright, so it just about, well, it does cover it. So, it does cover it. I'm probably gonna do some HVAC tape. I'm gonna bend these tabs down, flush to the wall, probably with a hammer, do some HVAC tape it in there, because it's basically pressure fitted in there. Minus the self-tappers that are holding it together. There's nothing really, you know, I could take this in and out if I needed to. Just bend them tabs. But anyways, that's what I'm going to do. Let me tape that up and then bang this home, and that should be secure. Alright, we're good now. Sealed up on the outside. Everything's good. Let's move on to the inside. Clean this mess up out here. We're done out here. Let's go attack the baseboard and get this thing licked, yeah. Alright, let's get this baseboard done. So this is the approximate location of this file. I got it marked, where is it, here? Here and here is where my square in the hole, in the wall is, right? It's almost perfect. Perfect right in the center. So we'll try to place to start my jigsaw. See what happens. Yeah, I like that. Nice and snug. Let's put this liver back in here, and then go up and figure that out upstairs. Alright, so I just added some pet screen, indestructible screening, just for the little minor bugs that may want to come in through your flap, just for good measure, yeah? Alright, so last step here, we're about to nail this thing in, and then we'll take that back off, feed the hose in, clean all this crap up, do the floor, and then feed the hose in, right? Then move the dresser back over it, and that'll be that. Alright, we got it kicked down to 61. So this it's pretty much hidden, the hose. You gotta get way under there to see it. So I like that. I like that it's hidden out of the way, and we can also roll it out because that hose is on like a you know, the accordion thing. It stretches out, clicks back in. You know if you got one of these, you know what I'm talking about. But we can roll this out, but I think it'll ricochet off this wall and do a good job. And we can also make them livers go up and down. So I think it's going to work out good. All right, so I can actually feel the thing. Let's go up here. So the thing's cranking up pretty good. Alright, well that came out decent. So that thing's pumping out some air. It's not hot air, it's just air. So I'm pleased with the outcome. Anyways, if you got an air conditioner, rollaway air conditioner that needs to be vented, and you don't have a window to do it out of, like I did, we can blow it right through a wall, and maybe some ideas given here. I don't know. Anyways, that's all I got. See you next time. Yeah?